Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Orlando Orbits.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Orbits and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting out pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The Bengals take over first.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On second down, it's Owens. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On third down, Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. It's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
1 yard gain.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Little. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Greer. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority.
2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Back at the 23-yard line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
8-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans they even show them, you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Little's pass.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
A gain of 15.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
The 45-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Little. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Little's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the
Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Austin
So
Seibert.
I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete. It's Cunningham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple. And he'll find Hall. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from and he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's up and good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson.
Number 33, the ball carrier.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
45-yard line.
Wilson with a first down carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 83.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
The man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, can I take...
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Recovered by...
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. And Lewis lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
A fumble on the play.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first down. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Bengals got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again. Francisco. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Francisco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating from the gun, Francisco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
35-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Austin Seibert.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
A give, this is Wilson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
on first down. Francisco. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Wilson. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Another carry for Wilson. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, to let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And in Orlando.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, oh.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
To throw again, Francisco. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Francisco. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down. Francisco. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Francisco. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
3-yard line.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
At their own.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The ball carried.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing is Lewis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll start the drive with Wilson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass.
Francisco's pass.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Francisco. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. We're up 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Francisco's
A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And Wilson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Second down, this is Wilson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On third down, here's Wilson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's fourth down.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.